What up, everybody? It's your boy Adrian coming straight to it. This is less than 5 minutes since the game has ended, as North Carolina had played Ole Miss in the round of 64. This game has just ended a few minutes ago. Like I said, so you get my raw reactions from Carolina fans. You can understand where I'm coming from, how you feel me. Carolina loses 71-64. They fall short after a furious comeback. But the story of this game, once again, has been the story of Carolina's season, is the fact that Carolina has got down big in these games and tried to come back. It takes so much time and energy. But let's get it started with the first. I'll give you a quick overview of the summary, and we'll come back to where I'm thinking to give my raw reaction. Dre Davis, one of the guards forwards on Ole Miss, 31% shooter coming into this, three-point shooter coming into this game. He 5 for 5, 3 for 3 from the three-point line in the first half. What can you do? Carolina was leaving guys wide open. Ole Miss was taking advantage of the switches, mismatches, switching everything. Carolina was not moving the ball like they do. They did this in the Duke game. Don't move the ball. Don't run no offense. Isolation. They get down big. They were leaving three-point shooters constantly wide open. Ole Miss ended up shooting 7 for 13 in that first half. They were on fire. Carolina goes down in the first half, down 44-26. Just can't do that. Down 22 points in an NCAA tournament game where you know this is the one game where your season's on the line. You have to be perfect. In that first half, they got out-rebounded 21-12. Outshot 51.9% to 34.6%. 5 or 10 for in contrast to 9 for 13 from the free throw line. Missing free throws, missing layups, not finishing at the bucket. They also 3 for 11 for 3. Ole Miss shot 7 for 13 in that first half, but constantly missed layups, turnovers, not executing, stupid fouls. So Hubert Davis had to chew them up in that first half. I knew that in that first half, going to halftime, I knew they had to come out in the second half if they wanted to make the game and not get run out the gym, because it really looked like they were about to get run out the gym. Coming in that first half, they gave up the first 4 points. Edekado throws a pass in full court. Padilla, Ole Miss point guard, gets it. They ended up getting up even bigger in that game, getting back up to 22. Carolina starts to slowly get back into this game, moving the ball, feeding it into Lubin, Jalen Washington. And I'm so sorry for Jalen Withers, man. He played his last game as a Carolina Tar Heel. Went up for a shot, got fouled, came on his ankle, did not return to the game. So prayers out to Jalen. Hope he gets better, man. It sucked not having him. This guy we could have used to stretch the floor. But late in this game, Carolina was able to move the ball. You can see the confidence to start hitting shots. Jalen Washington made some plays. Lubin made some plays. RJ was making hella plays. Seth was making plays. He struggled in that first half. He went scoreless, but he played much better. Jake played well. Ian played well. It was a team effort. Elliott played well. Eventually, Carolina tried to chisel down. They got it. They cut it to 4, and this was the main part. They cut it to 4, and they missed some opportunities. RJ had a steal. Was passing out. They missed a couple easy bunnies. Ole Miss was able to get it back to 6, and this is where it gets really crazy. Cut it back, and they went back up to 6 with Tia makes this Houdini shot under 3 minutes. So Carolina is down under 3 minutes. Like I said, the energy was there. It was picked up. The game was in Milwaukee, where the Milwaukee Bucks playing Fires of Forum. But Carolina just did, like I said, did not capitalize on these bunnies. Now here's the critical stretch of the game where you tell the game was with the won or lost. RJ Davis is 61-66 at the top of the key against Matthew Morrell. Blisebine kind of taps him with the elbow. Gets hit foul, makes the shot, makes the free throw. So 64-66 at this point. Then PD comes down and makes a crazy shot. Makes a crazy three with under 55 seconds left, under a minute left. Gets them 69-64. And pretty much that's all she wrote. Drake Powell misses a 3, and then Carolina has a continue to foul and just doesn't do it. Like I said, too little, too late, and that's been the story of Carolina season. If they played like the way they played in the second half, they would have won this game, and I guarantee you that. It's been like this the entire season. We talked about games early in the season, games against UCLA. They did win that game against UCLA after storming back. Lost to Florida early in the year. Lose to Duke in the ACC tournament after being down big points. Now they lose this game being down big points, and this season is over. It is over. They finished 38% for the game. Like I said, they made a value effort, but it's not good enough, and that has been the story of the season. It is very, very frustrating. There's been imbalance with everything going on this team this season. It has to be better next season. I don't know what it is with this season where the lack of focus, everything's missing, or guys are locked in offensively and defensively, where you're just so far behind and just come out so lackadaisical and so just discombobulated. I just don't understand it. And it's been a very, very frustrating season. This season ends on another very frustrating note, losing the game where they could have won. Could have played Iowa State in Milwaukee on Sunday, but no, they're going back home to Chapel Hill. Much deserved because they did it to themselves. Unfortunately, lose to an Ole Miss team who I think were pretty much even with as you look at the season. But I think this game was there for the taking. But the first half put you behind. Trying to climb from up underground. Every game you play is just not going to happen, especially in NCAA tournament. You just run out of time, and that's what happened to Carolina this whole season. And this is the story of the season. This is how the season ends. Like I said, RJ Davis is leaving. Jalen Withers is leaving. We'll see what Ian Jackson and Drake Powell decide to do. I think Elliott probably comes back. We get Caleb Wilson, a 5-star freshman, coming in. Derek Dixon. So we're getting some guys coming in. But I'm gonna tell you what, there has to be an addition of an actual legit big man, an athletic big man. It's got to be some change in Chapel Hill. I know we hired the general manager, so there's going to be changes coming in Chapel Hill this season. But I thank RJ Davis for what he did, finishing as Carolina's second all-time leading scorer behind Tyler Hansbrough. He did that in 5 years, being the second all-time leading scorer. So it tells you how good T-Han was. So it's just, like I said, just very disappointing. I'm almost just kind of numb to the way this season ended because it's how the season is going. It gave me some hope the other night. In Dayton, and especially with that dominating performance, and just to come out like this, the way they did is just so disappointing, man. But just a disappointing end to the season. This is not where you like to see the boys, man. They got to regroup, retool. Hubert Davis has got to make a lot of changes. This is going to be a very different looking roster, I believe. Got to upgrade definitely, especially in the front court, man. So we'll see what happens. But I'll be back in a few weeks. Let the season decide. Let's see who guys into the draft, who guys transfer. Just gets ready for some of these recruits to come in. Let's see what happens. The transfer portal opens up next week for college basketball. So tournament is still on. This is the second day of March Madness, Friday of the second day of the first round. So gotta watch the tournament and just pissed off, man. I'm just pissed off. Most importantly, disappointed. But season started how it ended. So hey, everybody like, subscribe, love my channel. I appreciate all love and support. It's always Tar Heel Nation, man. But hey, it's your boy Adrian, and I'm out. Peace.